Craig and Cynthia, do you support Camrie in her marriage to Thomas today?
We do.
Yeah. The day's finally here, and a lot of people to thank for it. Mom and dads who birthed you and have you here today, but supportive family and friends who have encouraged and prayed for and nurtured you along the way. I want to talk about two covenants that you will be making today. The conditional covenant. You do this, I do that. You say yes, I say yes. It's a transactional promise between two equal parties. The conditions, if they are met, make sure that the covenant lasts. But I asked you both what you thought about each other for your first meeting, and Camrie said of Thomas, he seems so sweet. Guys don't like to hear that, but it means good things. Thomas's response was pretty typical. She's beautiful, don't mess this up. In a covenant, not only do you begin to get to know people, but you have to communicate. And I think it's significant that your first date, do you remember where it was? Where?
We at Rembrandt's.
You better remember that for the rest of your life. The 3-hour conversation you had, and may I just interject briefly that it's that communication with each other that's going to last your whole lifetime. Please have many Rembrandt coffee hours, wherever that may be, as you talk to each other. She wanted a man who had integrity. He was who he said he was. Somebody who had emotional intelligence, in other words, aware of his own emotions and those of people around him. Thomas wanted a godly woman who placed priority on spiritual growth and relationship over material concerns. Thomas, what you bring to the relationship for Camrie is that you encourage her to dig deep. You make her feel safe to express herself, even if it takes a while to circle around to form her own opinions. Thomas, she said of you, you bring a calm and stabilizing presence when she's feeling overwhelmed. He encourages me by observing his walk with God and wanting and desiring that for myself. Camrie, for you, Thomas says she is the least judgmental person I know and gives others the benefit of the doubt. A person who doesn't like to use unkind words or hurtful remarks about others, has an open heart of love for all that she meets. She's the spark that makes my world so much brighter. Is the still, calm voice that helps me pull through and stay centered. Equal parties bringing something to this relationship. As you exchange your vows, you're doing it as two imperfect human beings. When you combine your conditional covenant, the vows, with God's unconditional covenant, you have a whole package.
Shotgun wedding.
Yeah.
Thomas, for years, I have prayed specifically that God would bring someone into my life who had the following characteristics. A man who loves the Lord, loves the people around him, deeply values integrity, and is committed to growth. You are all of that at your core and so much more. You are my closest friend, my most trusted confidant, and the love of my life. Your love makes me the best version of myself. Amen. You consistently encourage me to grow towards becoming the woman God created me to be. Your walk with God inspires me to lean more closely to Him. Your attentive and affirming character daily reminds me what an honor it is to be by your side. Today, I am overwhelmed by peace and confidence by taking this step into marriage with you. It is the treasure of my life to share my life with you, and I'm so eager to share my promise to you today in front of our family, friends, and most importantly, before God. Thomas, you are the person I not only choose, but I'm delighted to spend the rest of my life with. Today I commit to sharing all aspects of my life with you, including all sorrows, joys, trials, and successes. I promise to pursue Christ first as we continue to grow our marriage under His care. I promise to listen to your many dreams and encourage you as you work to achieve whatever goals you have in front of you, to honor your individuality and love you deeply without conditions. I will always fight against any resentment the moment it tries to creep into our marriage, and will protect your name as your biggest supporter and ally in life. By God's grace, I will devote myself to making our home a place filled with learning, laughter, and compassion. And by God's grace, I promise to stand beside you and hold your hand through the pressure of the present and any uncertainties of the future. I will always persevere in loving you. Promise to value our marriage as a precious gift and choose to grow with you in mind, body, and soul. I love you more than I can express in this moment, and I will love you into eternity.
I love you.
Today I make this covenant to you and to the one who gave you to me.
She wanted to go first because she didn't think it'd be great, but amazing. Camrie, before you came into my life, I thought I knew what true love, intimate belonging was and how to find it. But when I look into your eyes and I see how you love and support me in ways and depths that I never imagined, I realize that you are what I've been missing and wanting my entire life. Your unconditional love is what warms my heart and it connects me to the world. I do not believe that I was worthy of this kind of love, but you see me deeper than anyone ever has, and you hold me tighter and more securely than anyone ever has, more than I've ever known, and I am bound to you like no other. My only dream is to deepen our love and to bond in the years to come and to never leave your side. You are my world, and today I want the world to see that you and I are now one. When this is the only thing that I have ever wanted from the moment I laid eyes on you. As we stand here, I want this moment to be hallowed and consecrated before heaven and before our dearest loved ones. I am pledging to you all of me, all that I was, all that I am, and all that I hope to be. I know how imperfect I am, and it is only by God's grace that I can make this pledge to you. By His grace, His mercy, power, and strength, I pledge to cherish every part of you, perfect and imperfect, to care for you through peace and storm, to hold you in laughter and tears, and to support your dreams and desires. Most of all, I want to love you unconditionally, all the days of my life. I want to never be separated from this moment on. I love you.
Do you take Camrie to be your wife, to live together in marriage? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor her, and keep her for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, be faithful only to her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Camrie, do you take Thomas to be your husband, to live together in marriage? Do you promise to love him and comfort him, honor and keep him for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and health, forsaking all others, be faithful only to him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
What God has joined together, don't let anybody pull apart.
Amen.
Give you this.
All right.
So Thomas and Camrie, you may kiss each other. For the first time in public, I'm introducing to you Dr. and Mrs. Thomas Flynn.
As we're all gathered here, we got the honor to introduce Dr. Thomas and Camrie Flynn.
So sweet, so many ways. Wanna stop. Thank you, baby. I just wanna stop. Thank you, baby. Oh, yes. How sweet it is to be loved by you. It's just like sugar, son.